Let's learn how to spot fake maturity in this video. And just a little heads up, none of these things are like for sure 100% that this is fake maturity. These just increases the likelihood that someone is trying to fake their maturity. So let's jump in. The first one has to do with a small breach of principle. And these are really small moments that you're looking for that makes you go like, wait, what? These things are a person throwing trash out the car window. You know who you are. I once had an acquaintance that used a water cup and used that to get Sprite. And I'm assuming because Sprite was clear, he didn't think that people would notice. Shoplifting, movie hopping in theaters, not picking up your dog poop. These are all small things that kind of reflect who you are as a person. And these things might seem small, but they reflect principle. When you see these small signs, they can be pretty good indicators into that this person is actually trying to hide something when there's an actual breach in their own principles. The next one is minimal effort. This is when the person is basically trying to do the very minimum to get by. And oh my goodness, I really don't like this. Because do you know how much the whole team has to pick up your slack in order to make this work? So the things that you really want to look for are actions that indicate that I want to put in the least amount of effort. Arriving late, but leaving early. Their favorite phrases are like, man, that's too much work. Do I really have to do that? This is a sign of immaturity because the person does not want to change or learn anything new. A little shout out to North Korea. Another little tip that you can look for is see if the people around that person are entrusting responsibilities to that person. Because that probably means that the person has a history of messing a lot of things up and people don't want their own stuff getting messed up. Or if people around him are complaining like, man, this again? Why are you not doing this? Those are the different signs that you need to look for. The next one is action and words mismatch. It's when the actions that you do somehow can't keep up with the words that you're saying. In short, the person's actions can't back the person's words. This means that this person is constantly missing deadlines, asking for extensions, have piles of work on his desk, breaking promises, asking people to cover him. If this guy is somehow always finding himself in situations where he has to apologize for not keeping his word, there's a good chance that this person is just not taking life seriously. There's this quote by this guy that I know that says, try to make promises that you can keep. Because if you don't try to make those promises, then you become like this person that people just don't trust. If you can't trust what this person says, then what can you trust? The last one is always being the first to bail. And what this really means is at the first sign of trouble, conflict, this person is out. And this can be really small, subtle things like always being the first one to leave or taking on things that are the easiest tasks or not really rising up to the occasion when it really matters. And if you see these signals, congratulations, because there's a chance that this guy is on the path to be the most incredible couch potato that you've ever seen. Because this guy is trying to have the easiest life possible. If you have extra work that needs to be done, this guy ain't gonna be there. If you have financial troubles and you need some advice, in him you do not trust. And if you want to go on the extreme level, this guy will be like the Jedi Master of excuses. Because if you really don't want to do something, you can always find reasons to not do it. Because some of the most valuable lessons in life comes from doing the hard things. And a mature person understands that and does not try to avoid it. So if you want to continue learning other stuff on emotional intelligence or maturity, I have some other videos on that. And if you have found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and I will keep on talking to you next time.